Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All that you are doing amazing, phenomenal, well, vibrant, eccentric, yourself, all the good loving things, abundant, blessed, prosperous, stable, at peace. Okay? I am Latisse. I do readings on here, so as you can book readings with me down below. I also have a podcast that you can check out where I chit chat, maybe do some readings, dream interpretations, all the good stuff. With that being said, done and created, let's get into this. So, um, Spirit was like, let's go ahead and I'm so glad I created the spooky deck. Like, it's just it just makes me so happy to eat. So yeah, we're gonna pull from the spooky deck and just see what Spirit got to say, what Spirit got going on, what it wants to jump out and pop out and say. Pop out on these old. Ooh, no. Yeah, actually pop it out. I'm hearing some quick interpretations. Some quick interpretations. It's gonna be a long one. Let's go ahead and light the incident just one out. Go ahead and light another one for y'all. Get it clear. Clear message. Thank you, Spirit. Clean out the energy. There we go. Let's get into this. Oh, friended goosebumps. They, she says, mm. You sound like, okay, I find my spooky little crowd. I like y'all. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. How are we deciphering this message? Because it's so it's like give it to how you would give it to you. Y'all are in a kind of lovers to friends type situation for some, not for all, but for some. But it does have to do with platonic relationships and boundaries as a whole, whether that's blurring the lines between platonic and romantic, blurring the lines between what is and isn't overstepping a boundary, and capacity and access and all these things. But it does have to do with the friend in a sense. We do have unfriended, but even more than unfriended, they said it's also Fear Street. Fear Street was about the sister and brother, but also friends and connections and things of that sort. So it's this energy where I'm hearing you possibly have trouble with making friends, keeping friends, or being sure of your friends. Yeah, I say. But it's this energy where I'm hearing you don't know how to be a friend. Or you don't know what it looks like to have a friend be a friend to you. Um, it's like this energy where it always seems to be some sort of possible like disconnect. Because we also got goosebumps, but this is almost like the feeling that goosebumps is giving you almost makes it feel like you're a little bit unsure. You don't know what's happening. That bird is watching me like a hawk with a pigeon. Oh my god, pigeons are also messengers. That's crazy because I had to relight your incense. Well, not relight, but light an incense messages. So there's a message coming through, and unfriended is the story where I think it's like they can't unfriend somebody or they're trying to unfriend. I don't remember what unfriended was. I know it's like has to do with technology and them unfriending it. But Fear Street is also in the Goosebumps realm, which is crazy. So that can be significant. Goosebumps. This feeling is really strong where you just kind of get this tingly feeling, and it's almost like unsure. You don't know how to lead with it, you don't know how to work with it, and so it kind of leads to somewhat confusion of what it means to be a friend. Sometimes you overgive, sometimes you feel like you overshare. It's like these things in the energy of like, what does that mean? What is that understanding? What does that entail for me? Right? We have Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we have Wendell and Wild. I feel like you have a lot. That's crazy because I answered with being eccentric. I feel like you are a little out there. I feel like you are like, you could be a little weird. You could be a little, a little off, maybe a little like eccentric, a little quirky, whatever. You could be autistic. You could be, neurodivergent. You could be in this way of thinking where it's just like, because with this Nightmare on Elm Street, Wendell and Wild, it's this different worlds, different dimensions connecting with one world. And I feel like that's your way of thinking. You're always like, but what about this? Let's go deeper. And I feel like you sometimes feel like you haven't met your match, or you thought I don't know, it's just this weird energy of like, how do I operate in a sense of being able to be myself around other people? And then also recognize when other people are really truly being themselves around me. And also I'm hearing like being able to really understand what it means. So I feel like you're going to start being a lot more blunt. But like, what is it really entailing? What does this really mean for me in this relationship? How it works, how it shifts. And I feel like for some people, you're either going to unfriend them because of the goosebumps, because it's kind of like this energy where it's two separate ways. Or you're going to Fear Street, where they came together, they banded together, tried to figure it out, did figure it out, and got situated because of the goosebumps. So it's like you're being able to recognize this feeling, and it's getting more collective with you, getting out of your head, allowing yourself to truly not feel like you are living in a nightmare, but able to navigate things in a way of recognizing I'm just seeing things in a different way, or at a different depth, or uh, feeling things in a different way. And that's okay. Express that. It doesn't have to be in the way that someone is trying to subjugate you to, or you're trying to subjugate yourself to, because of possible society or things of that sort. I hope this is making sense. If it is, Ashe. If it ain't, Ashe. All right. Spirit, what is going on here? Because this energy feels completely different than this energy, like as a whole. What's going on with this? We get by this. I'm hearing probably everything went through. I'm hearing you got family you don't fuck with. That's really how spirit phrase it. Like, you got family you don't fuck with. I love it. Because I was a little confused. I was like, this was giving me nothing. When I say it was, I was like, baby, it was dead. Okay, no signal, no separate, no nothing, no hum, no ding, no. But I knew it wasn't this. That's okay. And yeah, I knew it wasn't this, and I feel like that is very distinct in the energy that spirit is telling you about with your family in this regard. Because we got They, which is the show They, where it's typically families in a lot of situations, except for when that bus came. Bitch. That turned out to be. Anyway. Oh, there we go. But when they got there, it was typically families. The possession is about families, a family divorcing. And a lot of times, not a lot of times, there was like family issues, with everybody that was there. And then Sinister was about family, right? There was also family issues there. And it was in a way of, it's something I was like, okay, well, obviously it's family, but like, what does that got to do with it? Like, okay, not like what does it got to do with this, but like, what are you saying? And that's why I said it was giving nothing. It was just like, yeah. And so I was like, okay, let's pull some more cards. Ashe. So it's letting me know with this Freddy versus Jason and that question, like, you don't like your family? And it's almost like they may be in the same horror realm aspect. They don't fuck with each other. And I feel like you have to fuck with certain family members or family, period. And or thank you, Spirit, you have this very strong attachment to keeping the family looking or being a certain way, even though it isn't. I don't. Yeah, it's like when you go over there, you are the possession. You become this different energy to be around that energy, right? When you know that you really hilariously Freddy, like you are entering, you really go deep, you transcend a lot of things, you shift, and you like, okay, like, and when doing wild, what was they? There was little demons that came out into the real world. Thank you. Like we're eating. Like, oh my god, bitch. So when you go around them, it's almost like you take on an adaptation of old self. I'm hearing, or of a different self that you feel like would be more palpable. And so that's why I said, even with this, they said, here we go, we're leading it back. Even with the goosebumps and the fear street, is like you have to recognize what is that feeling giving you? What is this sensation, this emotion that changes the way that you act and react? How is your body acting and reacting in these environments, right? To recognize that. So we also have the sinister over here. Sinister is about, I'm seeing the scene distinctly when the mom was like, if this doesn't work out, you probably should get to like, because if not, I'm taking the kids and going. Like, it ain't, I don't have another, I can't do this. I can't do this again. You know? And so it's this energy, that's the scene that I'm seeing where your spirit is like, I can't do this again. Don't take your butt back up over the house. Don't answer that phone call. Don't bend on that boundary. Don't not set that boundary. Don't speak up. Not speak. You get, it's like this energy. And so with this they coming in here, it's like they're going to put you in a place or a situation or a position where it's really going to show, well, this is Freddy versus Jason. And it always has been. And not saying you can't coexist. Couple of, readings are not set in stone, honey. They're not. This is active awareness to help you. Okay? That's it. That's all. That's it. That's done. That's going. Ashe. So with this situation, they're going to put you in a situation where like they literally was just driving, taking a route somewhere, get everything set, and then they found the tree in the road. Y'all, I'm hearing some of y'all have already met that tree in the road. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all already met the tree in the road. And there's no going back from that tree in the road. There is no escaping. And trees are ancestral. They're about roots. They're about time. They go down. They connect with one another. It's going to shake up your family tree. It's going to be some roots shown, dug up, and unearthed. Because the spirit is like, And they just, and that's why just like you have to recognize you transcend a lot of things. Your mind ain't gonna think like everybody else. It never has, it never will. And so be around people that want to also not like think like everybody. It's just it comes, I'm here, it comes to a point you have to recognize that. You don't need to collaborate and combine with everyone. I'll show you what we got. Final message. Messages, but I guess y'all got it. Ashe. Let's go. This is the only card. Well, this one too, so we'll check on that one too. But this card, at least the one I noticed, it says, I heard the whisper so loud and that fell on sinister. And what did I say? I said, your spirit been, people notice, like, it's been some dysfunction in the family. Like, I'm going to need to take everything and go. I'm going to need to, because you've been hearing that little noise, seeing that little face, catching on, and you heard the whisper so loud. Your spirit been hearing it so loud. And that's why it was almost like a possession. When you go over there, it's like something else. And even when you leave, you just like, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I stay so? It's like something you just, you question yourself. It's like, because you were possessed. And not like possessed, because baby, we don't. But you allowed yourself to sit in an energy that you allowed yourself to continue. Ashe. Ashe. So when we take that into account, when we take that into accord, I am gonna cop a squat. Ashe. When we, I'm like thinking at myself. When we take that into account, when we take that into accord, we recognize a lot of things for ourselves, and we're able to see that our spirit has been speaking and act on that. That's why even in some of the people be having visions of things that's going to happen or what's going on or what needs to happen, and they be hearing the whispers. I heard them. This is what they said, and they heard the whispers so loud, and it was almost like they was possessed. You're not going crazy. Oh, I have to get comfortable. I'm so sorry, but not sorry. I should. I like the little background. It's so cute. So they're like, not even a way, but it allows for a depth of understanding. So with this falling on there, you've been hearing it, you've been peeping it, and that's why your body has been reacting with the goosebumps, and taking it. And I feel like you also been burning the line with family, not just relationships. Spirit says, stop fucking your friends. You're losing all your friends because you're fucking your friends. Stop fucking your friends. Stop fucking your friends. That's what they said. I'm the messenger. Okay? Let's go ahead and pan these out, Spirit. Okay, that's what we're doing. It says smaller deck for you. Let's get into it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Destroyed relationships. What did I say? What did I say? It comes to an understanding, to a point where your spirit is not playing and your body is reacting. And it's taking heed and it's taking notice. That's why they had to do you spooky, because you've been taking heed and you've been taking notice. You've been dreaming about it, see, and Spirit is gonna be like, this is gonna destroy the relationship. It can't hide anymore. That's right on top of the Freddy versus Jason and the possession. The mouths is gonna come out of your mouth like crazy. Mrs. Where are you finna? Eat it up. Says no need to harm self to get healing. That's right on top of the nightmares on Elm Street. Like I said, your visions, your dreams is not to scare you. It's to bring awareness. It's to bring truth. It's to bring, like, these are not supposed to be things that are, there's like an enlightenment. They're giving you warnings. And so I don't want to see this shit. You do want to see this shit. You just have to understand that it's a lot easier to live in it's a hummingbird. Oh my God. Hummingbirds are about going back to the reservoir of healing. Literally about an elixir of life and the capacity and vitality to rest when needed. But come on, y'all not. This is who you meant to be. You can't be around neglecting that, because when you start neglecting it, becomes something that you demonize or that you fear. Okay, We got catching flights right on top of the window. Yeah, these, like I said, your visions are allowing you. You don't need to self harm to get healing. Self harm doesn't have to actually be physical self harm. It can be not allowing yourself opportunities. It can be silencing your voice. It can be staying in situations where you're not supposed to. It can be not listening to your intuition and feeling like, okay, I got to go through this challenge. I got to accept. Like, no, that is also self harm. Shay. So with this catch and flight, you're recognizing I am allowing myself a true release from people. You are literally either going away or like you're mentally like, I'm gone. No, like we're going at a distance, okay? Yeah, we got not that far removed. That is right on top of Goosebumps and Fear Street. Like I said, it's either going to connect you and recognize that you're not that far removed from who you are and who other people that surround you like that, or you're going to be around people that don't. So I'm going to cooks in the kitchen, clean house. That's right on top of Unfriend and Goosebumps as well. Some people are not going to be allowed in your kitchen anymore, in your space. And that can be just, like I said, adding boundaries where you don't share plans maybe with this person because it's always getting out. And not saying it has ruined it, but it just allowed way too many people in your business. And now way too many people have too many words over my business and my life. So it can just be adding in those type of restrictions. Or it can be like actually unfriending, blocking, not going to certain events, and like set that up because there's way too many cooks in your kitchen. That's hilarious because right after that we got order in. Yeah, this you they really want you to take a mental break because that's right on top of the Nightmare on Elm Street in the Window and Wild. Because even in Window and Wild, she was tried. She didn't know what her power was, but she had that power to go in between what exactly, and was allowed to take down something that was with y'all really taking out something with your family. Because she was able to take down a whole entire corporation. And what they was trying to do to the town was able to solve her parents' murder. Yeah, something. We got spirit. Okay, heard. Say no more. Yeah, let's right on top of the possession and sinister. Like I said, your spirit been crawling out. 222, as I said that. Your spirit been, I say crawling out. Oh, it's crazy because in Sinister and in the Possession, they both have boxes, and both of them came out of when the boy came out of the box, it wasn't the one that was taken, and then the little girl she had the boxes she was obsessed with, and she also you boxing bro, and you come and you crawling out. Your spirit has been crawling out. Mm, mm. Thank you, spirit. So yeah, you taking that in. We got sect active intentions. That is right on top of unfriended and fear street. Like I said, you're going to need to set some active boundaries, some active, like set active intentions. I always say intentions don't mean anything because until they're met with actions. That's all I like. I didn't intend to. I didn't intend to. Or I did intend to. I did intend to. So set active intentions. Okay? Questions and answers. Okay? That's coming on here right on top of they and Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. Baby, something coming out with your family. Something's coming out. You're gonna let it go. You're gonna let it go. Hey, okay. Yeah, we got quick fix and books. Yeah, this is I'm hearing this is gonna be some stuff that you can write in a book. Yeah, this coming right on top of that energy. You got quick fix and books. Somebody went trying to quick fix it, and that shit is like a book. They've been handing you a pamphlet on bullshit and information, like, oh no, it's this and that. No, baby, it ain't. It's something else entirely. We got Moonchild. My psychic awareness is increasing. I listen to communication that is nurturing to guide my way. Okay, and that is right on top of the nightmare, the order, and the just really they really want you to tap in on your spiritual gifts on this spooky energy, as I like to call it. That's why we're using a spooky deck, because it is a spiritual deck essentially. It's like this being able to see the worlds blending together all in once, the veil being thin, the communication being rapid and clear, the I'm hearing the diagnosis being distinct and okay. Like it's just this order in and take that out. Ashe. It says grab your blanket. It's cold in here. Ooh. For some of you that blended the because that landed right on top of the unfriended, right? And I immediately felt something in my lower region, okay? And the way that was like, oh, what the fuck? It was like a kick, as they would say in True Blood, a kick in the cooter. It felt like a kick in the cooter, okay? It turned when that happened, and you were not expecting that, and it was like a kick in the cooter. So when that blended the line between romantic and platonic, you were expecting it to still be platonic in a way that was intentional, considerate, and caring, but something went cold in there as soon as they got in there. Wow. So I don't know what that's about. I don't know who that's for, but that's what I'm getting, and that's what I gathered, and that's what I said. Okay, Ashe. We got Fifth Chakra coming out, the song by Baby Tate. Okay, that is coming in right on top of Nightmare on Elm Street, Wind and Wild, The Moon Child, The Healing Self, The Ordering In. This is about your self-preservation. This is about your voice. This is about understanding all that you have and will achieve and who you are. Like I said, be that weird person, be that out there person, be that person that ruins the party by saying something that may be political. Like, bitch, we are living in a always have been in a political climate. Like, bitch, get your shit and gather it together. Okay, we got teacher and student and deep connections, and that's right on top of the Fear Street. Yeah, and the goosebumps. You're gonna recognize where it's a true reciprocation, where it's a true indulgence, where it's a true feeding, where it's a true nurturing energy, right? So being able to take that in and recognize that, that's going to allow for deep intimate connections, and you're going to recognize the difference and realizing I can have intimacy in all relationships without having to blend the line and have them all be one relationship. You get what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? That's good, Ashe. Okay, but that has been your reading, my darlings. I hope that you enjoyed this, got what you needed, gathered what you needed, had what you needed always. Okay, I love you. Love yourselves more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time.